Okay, so without wasting much of your time, because we don't want to be here too long, without wasting much of your time, I'm gonna get a few of some of these ladies that, well, the ladies that I'm organizing, bring them in one by one, and I'm gonna allow them to themselves to you. We are here to have fun. We're gonna talk a lot. We're gonna share a little bit because we don't want to give out all the secrets or all the tips or all the things that we want to talk about that day. We just want to give you a little, just a tip of the iceberg, what it's going to be like on that day when you come for that event, when you come for the event. So I'm going to kick off with this very person. I call her, I'm the only person, guys, make sure you don't call her this name. I'm the only person that is allowed.
Talking about.
I'm the only person that is allowed to call her this name. Please do not, and I mean do not call her this name. I'm gonna bring in my business buddy, my business sister, Uchenna.
Guys, know what? I'm really excited to be here. It's not worried for you to call me that name. It's just that if the only people that call me that name are people like from my immediate family. So when I hear Uchin, I'm thinking, oh, which of my sisters, which of my brothers, you know? But it's all good. How are you guys? Mr. AJ.
Mr. Lawrence. So, Uche, I want you to introduce yourself, and before I bring the other ladies in.
Right. So my name is Uchenna. Many people call me as Uche Bionic most of the times. I'm a presidential marketing director in the business, 6 years in the business, loving this journey so far. And with this event, I am so looking forward to the 30th of July. You know, great minds coming together to rub minds. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I don't think anybody should actually like sit back and watch us, because you're going to see a lot of fun, a lot of tips that you would have, oh my God, I wish I was there. You know, I wish I was there. I wish I'd seen Charity to really like physically put me through on this and that. You know, when I listened to her story, when I heard about, you know, some of the hiccups she got, I wish I had just sat down. You know, those kind of feelings I wouldn't want for anybody to sit back at home just wishing they were there. You just need to be there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Uche.
Are we not going live?
Yeah, we can go live, yeah. So, oh yeah, Olivia, do you wanna?
Right, okay.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna be the next person I'm gonna be bringing. She's the only person allowed to wake me up 12 midnight to say, Charity, can you do this for me? I'm sure she knows herself. So I'm gonna be bringing her on next. Where are you? Okay, she's the only person that is allowed to give me a call 12 midnight and send me a message and knows that she can get away with it.
Yes,
yeah.
I am. As much. Matilda, I thought as much. Oh my goodness. I am the one who can wake her up and say, yeah, but you must do it, boss lady Charity. You have to do it. She has no choice than to do it.
Okay. So can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Recording in progress.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I am so excited. I mean, you can see, I don't need to explain. We are excited. We are over the moon to, you know, introduce this amazing opportunity. And then my name is Matilda Osei, and I'm a presidential marketing director plus in the business, and mom of 3, enjoying my new home, all sorts, you know. So we're going to be talking a lot, and it's all going to make sense to you. So you just, you know, glue to your seat, get yourself a cup of tea if it's a bit cold in your place, like it is in my place, then get yourself a cup of tea and let us enjoy it. It's just find yourself. You're going to have so much fun with it.
All right. Thank you so much, Matilda. And the next person I'm bringing on that's going to be joining us tonight is, I love this woman because she's a woman of faith. Where is she? She's a woman of faith, and she always likes to bring faith into this business. And we all know that we cannot do without God, and it's no other person than Sister Gift.
Hello, good evening. Thank you, Sister Charity, for having me tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Kate Aki, and it's been a pleasure, working with these beautiful ladies over the years. I think 6 years and counting. And it's been an amazing journey. And tonight you are going to be blown away because this what you're about to hear today changed our life years ago. We make that decision. We do hope that you make that conscious decision so that your life too will be changed. Thank you.
You are welcome. And best for last. Never lives without calling me grandma. So can I please introduce my granddaughter? Next, I'm bringing her on, and I'm adding her here. Good evening, Olivia.
Hey, good evening, Grandma Cha-Cha. Everyone, as Grandma has said, my name is Olivia, and I'm just super excited. What we're about to share today, this evening, this afternoon, this morning. Am I meant to say, sorry, I'm the baby. As you can see, I'm kind of like the baby. And I can see like Uche rolling her eyes because she don't like me to say that, like, oh, here we go. Because I'm the one that's always like saying, well, I'm the baby, we got all these presidential marketing directors and, pluses and stuff, and I'm just national marketing director, so I'm the baby. So I always try to use that as an excuse to try and get what I want from them.
But you're not getting away tonight.
They're ready with that big brain. You want to see.
Wow. Thank you, ladies. It's we are in this together. I appreciate each and every your time out of your busy schedule to be doing this together. And ladies, for those of us who are watching, we're only missing one person. Yeah, and I know wherever she is, she's probably watching this. Yeah, and we've decided to bring this Unleashing Your Potential to Success. This event, we've decided to bring this event together because we all know the power of events. And for each and every guys, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charity. I'm a presidential marketing director in the business. I'm the grandmother in this business. I'm a mom of two beautiful girls. And yes, back to what I was saying. We brought this together because we've all known the power of events and how events has actually changed each and every one of us here. The event that we've all attended, the very first event that we've all attended, coming into this business, actually changed our mind, changed our mindset, blew us away, and for those of us who were sleeping in our business, woke up, because we saw people, we met real people, that this business opportunity that we're sharing with you tonight has actually changed their lives. People who never thought, who never believed they could do what they today, most of them, some of them, all of them are multimillionaires. They're doing this business from the comfort of their home. So I'm going to start with the baby in the house. Yeah? The baby in the house. Can you tell us your very first event? The very first event that you invited you. How did it impact your life?
Wow. That's a really kind of interesting question because, like, let me talk about events. Can I say that? Not two first events.
I said first, and okay. Now she wants to talk about two.
Okay, let me talk. My very first event was actually in Knightsbridge. It was an event that was organized by one of the speakers that's actually going to be at our event on the 30th of July. I was told by to this event when I joined the business, I was just so curious. I was so excited, and the fact that the event was going to be in Knightsbridge in a nice like hotel, I thought, oh, this is going to be like interesting. Let me just go. And when I went to that event, it's so amazing for me because I met people that have actually been in the business for like at that time, I don't think it was up to 30 years, but over 20 years. And they were actually living their best lives. And what I really loved was that with the event, you were able to like speak to them and actually quiz them. How did you do this? So it was through there that I met, obviously, James Sanderson. That was the first time that I met. It was his event that he was having at Knightsbridge. Michelle and, I've forgotten her husband's name. The married couple that were doing the business, and then they were just living their best lives. They were presidential marketing directors. And I met people there was some people that had just joined the business as well. I met them, and it was just really, really, I felt I belonged. I felt that, wow, these people are just ordinary people that are really doing extraordinary things. And if they can do it, then possibly I can do it if I had the willingness and the consistency to do it. And 5.5 years later, wow, some of those people that were, directors there, being a director now is just absolutely amazing. So that was my first event. But then she said, Grandma said, I can't speak about my other first.
Okay, go on then. Talk about the second one. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
So, guys, my first event, right, in regards to this company's event, this was organized by the company. And I believe that this is probably the first event that most of us went to. And I can't remember where it was because I know it's up north because everything was always up north. So it was up north, and it was in 2017. 2017, we went up north, really excited. Traveled with my husband and my brother at the time, and it was really, really good. And I really wanted, guess what I wanted to wear, guys? I wanted to actually wear the outfit that I wore for my first company event. But then I looked at myself and I said, "Hey, this one no go fit. My clothes no go fit." And I thought, wow, I can't fit in these, because over the years, as you grow older, women, some things started to things I couldn't. So I was going to wear that thing to just remind myself of that event. But that was 2017. And if we try and get some pictures of some people that were in, this is Thursday, right? So it's Throwback Thursday. And trust me, I keep pictures. You might see some pictures.
Oh,
of
yes,
some of
she does, guys. She does. She keeps pictures.
Some of these people that were on here, what they look like. So 2017 was my first company event, but my first event was in Knightsbridge.
Okay. Thank you so much, Olivia. I think that event that she's talking about, I recently sent her a picture that she was in that she took with my daughters. And I said, do you remember this? And she was like, oh, so you're not the only one that keep pictures, Olivia. I keep pictures as well. Okay, Gift, your first event.
Wow, my first event is what Olivia was talking about in Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
2017, yeah, because it's up north. We are the northerners. If you up north to say hello, you can just say hello in the chat. Yeah, it was in 2017. Yeah, I joined the business in 2016. And 2017, I went for my first event, and it was mind blowing. I was so blown away in the sense that I knew I was in the right place. I knew I found my purpose. I knew I'm going to change not just my life, but the life of many. I knew I'm going to impact many, because when you hear the stories of people who were on the ground level, people who were, on grass level, people who have given up hope and how their life has changed, I'm like, that's me. That's me. They don't have to wait. If they can do it, I can do it. What's stopping me? I'm not going to stop me. So that inspired me 2017, and I came back home and run with the vision. And here I am, 2022. Yeah.
2022, guys. Now, to body that can only wake me up at night. What was your first event like?
Oh, my first event was in Brighton, and it was amazing. I actually have to run like this to go. If you're here and you're thinking you want to go to an event, but whoever is available is going to, not really support you, I'm telling you, just do this and come in, because you will come back. I went to that meeting thinking, oh my God, because it took so much time for me to be able to actually tell somebody I want to go because it was not easy, right? And as I'm going to go on, and I can see Olivia's face thinking, he's bringing him here again, he's bringing him here again. But you know what? When I wanted to go to that event, it wasn't easy, but I crawled myself into Brighton, and when I came back, the fire was too much, because I met so many people. The business made a lot of sense when I went to that, and it spoke to me so much that I can do so much things. As Gift just said, people just that kind of mind that you have in your head, that you're thinking, does it really make sense? Is this really going to work? And then you go there and you see so many people, and you're thinking, oh, she's a human being like me. She is black like me. She is white. She's also got a blood. She's got everything just like myself. So why can't I do it? So I came back and I'm like, oh, what that lady did, I'm going to do the same. And I'm telling you, it's been the best eye-opener ever. So you know what? We know how this is going to end. But if you're here and you've never attended, an event, I don't know what you're doing in this business, because without attending an event, you cannot understand how this business works. You cannot understand what people have been through. The last time, I go to events and I hear things. The last one, when I was there, I was like, this event is somehow. But when I went, this is the only event that I went and I really cried tears because of somebody's story. And when I came back, I'm like, okay, if she's been through that and she's still here, then I can do this. So that's me.
Thank you. Now, Uche, where are you?
I'm here.
Okay.
Right.
Your first event.
I think my first event, Charity, I don't know if you remember my first event. It was in the same year. No, it wasn't. That one was Bournemouth was convention. It was a convention. But I'm talking before I actually went to Bournemouth. We had a small event. It was a mini event. We had somewhere not too far from Deptford.
I remember.
It was my first event ever. Like, I was barely 3 months in the business. I was new in the business, and for me it was an eye opener. When I got there, I was told to do the registration, like get people registered. See, like, okay, they made me feel belonged. Like, it was a community. Like, I felt like, okay, I could be a part. And these women, we were there. Ego was there, my upline, and Constance was there as well, and I felt like, okay, it wasn't like they were earning like so much then, because they were barely new also in the business, but meeting them and hearing their stories, it was relatable. Like, I felt like, okay, these are real people. And then to think that, okay, meeting these people, they're doing it, not like this, they were not like very special kind of people. Not even like now that you meet like PMD pluses and they're showing you that they've purchased this big house or big car and things like that. And you feel like, when am I going to get there? I saw people who were like just living their lives, earning something on the side and being hopeful to earn more. So that kind of propelled me to know that I could do it just to earn even something on the side. So honestly, I wasn't even thinking in thousands, but I knew that, okay, these are real people. The people I was seeing on Facebook, that was where I met and then I felt like, right, so if they're doing this and they can actually earn up to £500, I can get up to £500. I can get up to £1,000. So that was where I saw the business at the time. But it was something that actually stabilized me after registering to become a part of the business. So this is me now saying that anyone who is new here and you're thinking, you want to take your time, don't take your time, because being new in the business and coming in to meet people, some people that have registered 6 months ago and they're living their best lives ever, or they're getting something on the side, and also meeting people that have been in the business for a longer time, doing excellently well. It kind of will make you know that, right, you're in the right company, you're in the right community, and you wouldn't want to leave the business, because you now know that you can set your goal and achieve what, taking your time, knowing that everyone's journey is different, but you can now know that this is a sustainable business that you can do on the side. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Uche. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so guys, I don't want to do this in any particular order, and I don't want us to. Everyone is like, oh, what is she going to say next? Yeah, I don't want to do this in any particular order. So what I really want to find out from each and every one of you, anyone can kick this off. There's no particular order in order for us to start this. So I want us to make this as open and as free and as possible. So I want to say to each and every one of you that are here, Olivia, Gift, Matilda, Uche. Now, people have come in here, people are watching, and they're wondering, why should I really come for this event? I know we've all given reasons why event is good. For me, my very first event when I attended, I think it was the one in Beaumont. When I went for that, We're talking about organizing this event. The very first event that I went to was the very first event that was organized somewhere close to Houston. That was in November 2015. And that was when I actually got there and I met John Holowati, I met Emma Snendon, I met so many other of them, and I was like, and that was where I met this guy. What's that his name? The guy in the military. What's his name again? The guy who uses video that uses his video to advertise the product. You know the guy I'm talking about.
Yes.
I can't remember his name now. Yeah. And he talked about, and these people were talking about how they've been able to quit their job. And I'm like, okay, I want to be able to, I don't want to work for anyone. But you know what really got me there was that I'm like, how can you quit your job? And this is the same job that I've been looking for since the beginning of that year, and I've not been able to get the job. And here you are quitting your job. That woke me up. And when it woke me up, I had to get back home that night, and I said to my husband, this is what the compensation plan is. And I said then it was £78,000 in bonus. And I said to him, all the people I met at the event today are talking about how they've quit their job. So I was just few months old in the business, and I'm like, and when they were saying this, guys, I turned around and I looked at Ego, and I'm like, they really quit their job, or are they making it up? And I had barely earned not even up to £1,000 in the business. And then you can imagine sitting down there and you're hearing people telling you that from them they've been able to quit their job, and you're asking yourself, how real can this be? And if you're sitting down here and you're asking yourself, how real can this be? The honest truth is, I've been through it. I've experienced it. Earned money from this business for the past 4 years without working.
Wow. So you were able to quit the job?
Yes, I was able to quit the job. And I'm not going to mention the job that I was able to quit, but I was able to quit that job and stay at home full time, building this business.
Then I wanted to ask you, to be honest.
What is it you want to ask?
Because when you were talking, you were going to the side where you came home and you explained to your husband that you wanted to do the business. Yes. And I wanted to find out what he thought. What was his thought? Was he ready for you to just let him go like that and do the business?
My husband said to me, 3 years.
Yeah, man.
Now,
one thing
because I had to open the book for him, and he saw the money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What I did, Matilda, I printed out. You know, we had the compensation plan. I printed out every single bit of it, the different levels, how much you earn, how much bonuses you earn, and I sat him down. Men love money. How many men do you have here?
He was ready to listen.
Yeah.
And to, you know, I'm coming from another point. You know, I
know the point you're coming from. I know the point you're coming from. But you know what, Matilda? Honestly, if you had shown him the money before showing him the product, if you had shown him the compensation plan, and he could see how much you would be making, I'm sure he would have supported
Listen, Grandma. This is the point I'm trying to make. It takes somebody who is ready to look and somebody who doesn't want to see anything because he doesn't care. He doesn't think anything good will come out of this. So he's not ready to look at it. And I'm saying this because we have a lot of people here who might be going through the same thing that I went through 4 years ago. He didn't want to see. I will be earning my 50 pounds. And I'll show it to him screaming in my head, 50 pounds. That is why you're jumping on me. 50 pounds. And me, I was standing on my guns because I had gone to this thing and I'll come back and I know that something will come out. And I say, man, these zeros are going to be doubling, you know. And I look at him and he will look at him. He said he will sit down when I come and show him in bed and I go back and think, this woman is actually crazy. That's what he was thinking. You know, so if you're here, and whoever you're with, some people can be with their sisters, their brothers, your husbands, your children. They may be thinking that this is madness, this is crazy. But
Matilda, look, someone said, after you've tried so many.
After I tried 4. This is it.
You don't blame him for not believing because in the past, maybe because there might be somebody who has tried maybe 5, 6, 10 businesses and they failed. And they will think, what made this one different? So we'll be thinking, why should I support you? The ones I've supported you disappointed me. So, and that's like, personally, I tried so many. The one for electricity, the one for insurance, the one for...
Oh, you did the electricity one as well?
I did that one. Only is 5,000 voucher or something like that. That's, you know, I did, and I have to go to people's houses to get them to transfer their electricity to this company. Oh, it was a nightmare. I have to do life insurance. I have to do cargo into Africa. I have to do the one you drop at people's doorpost. You know, the one you drop the, I don't want to call it the leaflets. The book, not leaflets. The booklets in people's doorpost. And I will be the one to order the most. So I'm like, what's the point? I'll order more and then I'll go to people in the snow, in the rain to collect the thing, and somebody will just order a high pencil. I'm like, I can't go that far for high pencil. Come on, leave me. You know, so I'll just keep everything there for myself. So it's just waste of resources, time, energy. And we found these opportunities like, goodness me, everything is done for me. So the only thing they need is my interest. Once my interest is in it, it's good. You know, so once you can shift to either that, why did I fail in all of these things? Because we learn from our failures. You know, I discovered I failed because I'm not a good business person. You know, I'm not a good, if I can even sell snow to the, wherever, Canada, for instance, even though there's no everywhere, good marketer can sell you that. But we are not marketers. The business is all about live your life, live your best life, and get paid for living your best life. So I'm like, I think I can do that. Live healthy, look healthy, and get rewarded. So that was what made the difference. So which people, your spouses or your family or siblings or may not know the difference. They may not know. So you have to be able to elaborate and explain to say, this one I'm not selling. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not buying and selling, but rather I'm living my best life.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to bring Olivia in because we're talking about husbands, not their wife, and all of that. Olivia, yours was a different case, wasn't it?
Yeah, mine was absolutely a different case because it was the opposite. I was I was like Matilda's husband. When my husband actually told me, like I said, like, okay, fair enough, not all men are into money, but I think that it would be a little bit silly if the men are not into money. But he was into money. He saw an opportunity. He knew Constance. He used to work with. And, when he brought the idea to me, my thing was, I've never ever done network marketing at all. I've never ever done that. As far as I'm concerned, I've studied for my career. I'm on the
That
top.
is why whenever I bring my husband in, you don't want to, because you two are like the same.
I've worked so for my career up to the circumstances of how I got my career as well. Being a single parent, having a child at a very young age, really hard for that by the special grace of God. And being on the top, the career is and everything, and then somebody's coming and saying, and I'm going to be honest, he came and said, yeah, this colleague that I know that happens to be a woman, she's lost weight and she's doing this business and stuff. And what was going through my mind is that 100% no, not even interested. Please don't talk to me about that. You're asking someone, and there are many people that might be out here right now that feel that I have a career for 3 years and master degrees and stuff like that. How can I do network marketing? I was one of those, I wasn't ignorant. I was ignorant. I was arrogant. I was all of those things. And, it took me a while. It took me 8 months. And I think that was the biggest mistake, Charity, that I made by letting my ego in every aspect to dictate to me where I could have been 8 months before that. So but my husband was the one that actually told me about the business. So I'm the opposite. So there might be people out here today that one, it might be your husband that is telling you, you know what, join this amazing business. And two, you might be so-called a career person. And what I love about our business is that we have so many different career people. We have doctors. So hello, this is not about your profession. This is about thinking wisely and having another stream of income. Your profession doesn't mean anything. In fact, being in this business, you're actually developing. It is even more than a degree that you would actually get. And you come as you are. There's no qualifications to actually join. And yeah, my husband brought me in. I was stubborn, but now I'm not. And I don't want people to make that mistake that I made. So, yeah.
Uche, you've been so quiet.
Yep. No. I'm just thinking about everything.
You see, it's especially once you put those glasses on, you gotta, you don't even want to like mess. Because like, she's ready. She's like calculating, yes. So she goes.
No. I've just been taking everything in, and I'm thinking, so many people are here, and some people are believing in our stories, but it's actually different when you come into an event and you meet, for example, Olivia, and you ask her questions, or you meet, for example, Matilda, and you ask her, how did you overcome this and that? And where I'm also looking at is there's so many people that have joined the business, especially people who are new in the business and they're a bit struggling. Let's say, for example, you're thinking, oh, how do I get my customers? Because this is one of the things, people always ask me, how do I get my customers? People, I don't keep friends. Now you start to hear, say, for example, when someone like Rosie comes up and she's talking about attraction marketing, that's an aspect. And she tells you details. She gives you tips. And you can actually ask her one-to-one. Sit down. These are real people. Rosie, tell me about attraction marketing. I heard you over the stage. Tell me the things that you didn't even speak on stage. And she can sit down and give you every single tip. And then you meet someone else who's, dealing on a particular topic, or the hurdles of single moms, building your business as a single mom all by yourself with two teenage children. You can ask questions. I'm sure some of you have those questions. How were you able to juggle that? How were you able to juggle that? How to get the, the work and life balance, etc. These are questions that I expect people to come into this event and ask and meet people one-to-one. Because not everything that you get on the Zoom, I might not even tell you every single detail of my journey on the Zoom call. But speaking one-to-one, I remember the last event that we just had a couple of months or 3 months ago now, and some of the people that came in and were trying to give excuses, my God, just there and then they got the answers, because they were also people with similar excuses. Well,
people who were making excuses as well.
Exactly. So they got their answers. Some of them were tearing, like, oh my goodness, I never knew people. You feel like it's just you going through a particular thing. Oh, I feel like this is the reason I can't do this. And then you come into that event and you see that this person you're looking at as a top earner, pardon me, or one of the top earners, they actually bigger hurdles to get to where they are. And you begin to feel like it's something you can do. So for anyone who is here, you're thinking to yourself, should I or should I not? Or you probably feel like you've attended one too many events. Charity, how many events have you attended?
Oh my God, I can't even remember all my events. Even count, to be honest to you, I can't even count, because I know so far, out of all the events that they have been holding, the only one that I haven't gone is just this last one.
And you missed a lot too.
And I missed a lot. Yes,
a lot.
That's the only one I haven't got. And to be honest to you guys, the thing with events, and especially if it's not a Juice Plus event, let's say a typical example with what we have coming up on the 30th of July. Now, as in, you have the opportunity to get to meet people within our community. Yeah, people within our community. Because I know when I first started, and I remember when I was advertising the business and talking about the product, and I know somebody approached me and said, how come we don't have people within our own Black community? So I'm using that word, that are actually top earners in the business. Now you have the opportunity to meet people within our Black community who are not just top earners, but people who are changing lives, impacting lives in a positive way. Olivia talked about the fact it's not about, I want to say this to us, when we go through the walls of school and we get all those qualifications and all those there's certain things that we don't learn. There's certain things that we are not taught in school. Yeah, but I can sit down here and I can say to you that being in this business, going to 7 years, that I have learned, and I mean, I have learned so much compared to what I was taught when I went through those walls in school.
That's it. That's it.
These are lifetime things.
And these things that you are learning, and these things that you're learning, that you're going to sit down and you're going to listen to somebody telling you, once I was blind, now I can see. Yeah? sorry, Pastor Gift. Yeah? Or you hear somebody saying to you, I've been through this. And I was able to come out of it. That's why. Because I said yes. Because I decided to get rid of that fear and grab hold of faith and run with it. And you probably might be in that same situation. What does that give to you? It gives you the hope that if this person did it, and I think that's what happened to you, Matilda.
What happens is that you think that you've heard so much stories, you can sit here and say, oh, Matilda, I've heard a story before, I don't need to hear it. But you know what? It's so different when you can see that person face to face.
That's true. Yeah.
I've been to so many stories, and I'll go to the event, and when I hear it again, I get goosebumps. I'm like, I've heard this story before. It's never the same. You go without hope, and you come back with so much hope that, oh my goodness, if they were able to go through this, I am able to go. You know what I was going? I didn't have any intention of bringing anything back. I just wanted to go and see what happens in an event, because people are talking about it, event.
Yeah.
When I first came, I think the first one, I was about a few weeks in the business. When they went to Birmingham, I didn't go because I don't understand the importance of events. And then the next one, they went to the one they went in Spain. Oh, that one, when I saw it, I nearly cried. I'm like, oh, how come I was not able to be able to buy my ticket and go? And then Brighton came up, and I'm like, even if I have to sneak in this one, I am going to. And you know what? It was the best one I had ever. I mean, the best in my life. So if you're here, it opened my eyes so much. I went and I could see this lady coming on stage so many times. I can't even remember her name anymore.
I know the lady you're talking about.
I was then SC. I was just SC at that time when I went to that event. And when I came back, my goodness, my upline was, Matilda, slow down. I will call her every day. What can I do? What is this all about? I got so much fire when I came back. And I'm telling you, that fire was never quenched until I'm speaking to you now. So
and the same thing that you saw, you replicated that in your life.
I did. I came back and I put it on my vision board. And I said, you know what? If this lady can do it. And then when we came back, something else happened. Judith Okala in our community did it. I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is really manifesting, because things happen and you get the gift. Now tell me, what is it? You get something and you get the confirmation. This is your pastor. You should tell me this. I came back and I'm thinking, oh, because maybe she's from the other city. So even though I was having a little bit of doubt, and then we came back, the doctor said, oh my God, this is the confirmation. Somebody has done it. So it will be done.
I think,
exactly.
I think what's really, it's so true what you're saying, Matilda. And what I love is that, let's just look at events, because Matilda's talking about these positions. There might be people that are new, that don't know, that are watching via social media. But let's look at what events really do, the power of events. And we're not just talking about this event alone. And any event, whether it is whether it is a medical event, why do you ask yourself the question, why do they have, the reason why you have events is that you have to be around that would like to be, the people that aspire you. By coming to an event like this, you're going to be mingling and talking and being in the physical environment with people that you aspire to be, or maybe not aspire, but have something in your mind. You've got to be in that environment. Like what Uche was saying, we can have the Zooms. You don't have the same effect of being in the same environment. Everybody, doesn't matter what type of background you come from, everybody always encourages events. the power of events. So if you're watching right now via anybody's social media platform and you're wondering what is this all about, and these ladies are talking about events, are talking about these positions or whatever, just being in that environment, you know, the title of the event is Unleashing Your. The question is, what do you measure success for? You know, success could be, it might not necessarily be financially. You might feel stable and that, you know what, I don't see it. But success could be measured in different ways from different people. And when you're in an environment, people that are here not only for themselves, but to help other people. You may be a millionaire. You need to be at this event. Why? Because we need to communicate. That communication, you may have something that you come into that event to be able to even talk to people on one-to-one and go, wow.
You know what, Olivia, you're speaking about millionaire. I remember, I think it was the Birmingham event. I don't know who remember Matilda. There was a lady when they were doing the product presentation before the actual event, and this lady flew to Australia and she was talking about the fact that she's already made her money.
I remember.
She was talking about she's already a millionaire. She didn't need the money for her to be in Juice Plus. She didn't need Juice Plus to make her a millionaire. She was already one. But she loved the fact that what the products were actually doing for her, and she felt that people needed to get the product. She needed to be able to go out there and speak to people and help people change their lives because of the product.
Well, they not think that these are some of the things that really got me into the business. You know, when you went to Spain and you took pictures with the traditional clothes, I'm like, oh my God, I loved it. Until now, I love those pictures because it gave me so much belongingness. I don't know if that's a word.
It can be your word. We can use that word.
We can use your word.
We have our own language in JP, don't we? We come up with all sorts of.
It gave you the
belongment, okay.
I loved it.
And I just wanted to be there when events are there because I don't want to be missing out. I just wanted to be able to be there so I could be part of those pictures. I could be laughing with the community. You know, sometimes it gets money. It gets from the community. You know, you go and you take so much pictures and you come back. Sometimes I'm in bed and I just go through this, looking at my 4 years ago boring life and looking at this where I'm jumping about. I'm always happy and all that. I'm like, oh, I can have fun. Right?
You know another thing about events is this, right? It gives you that sense of belonging, like you said, and
belongingness.
Okay, sorry, belongingness. And it gives you, you know, it takes it upgrades you, your mindset. It upgrades you physically, it upgrades you spiritually, it upgrades you whereby, like when I go to event, I always create content. You know, take pictures, create content. And when people do this content, they're like, can I join you? They don't even know what you're doing. I want to belong to like-minded people who are discussing success, who are changing, you know, because they say, show me your friend, I will tell you who you have. When you go to that event, you see millionaires sitting with you on the same table, and you are discussing real life issues like successful stories. How can you go forward? What can we do to help you succeed?
Gift, and they're not hiding their tips.
No. You know, you share it with them. You have a breakfast with them. You even train. I remember when I was this last event we went. We're catching the train for the NMD meeting, and the lady I was sitting with, something just said, I know this lady. I couldn't even remember her name. And she was looking at it familiar. I'm like, you're NMD, you're going for an NMD meeting, right? She's like, yeah, how do you know? I said, we are both in the same business together. You know? And then we just blink till we get to our destination. We were looking after each other. We went for breakfast together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to the restroom. She looked after my suitcase. What am I trying to say? That it gives you a society of people that on a normal day you will not come across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe you used to be a salary earner. Now you are meeting with people who are earning 7 figures a year.
Yeah.
Who are telling you you can do it. Looking at your eyes and tell you their story and how they get there. Sometimes it's not about the stage alone. It's about the community. It's about the mindset. It's about the growth you get. Thank you.
I just can I just quickly just say something before that?
Go on,
I just following what Gift said, and that's really important. And it goes back to what I said. It's actually being. Many of you might be sitting, whether you're watching on whatever social platform that you may be watching right now, and you're sitting down and you're watching the TV and you're watching Housewives from Atlanta and Lagos Housewives and stuff like that, and the lifestyle that they live. And sometimes these things can be like, what do they call packaging and stuff like that. But the great thing about the event, and this is it, and if you feel that, and you know what, even if come because you're curious, see us on social media and we're talking, now come and say, is this really true? And this is where you're going to physically see us and many other people. And this is where you can touch and say, right, is it really true? No. Are they really true? Is it this? Show me that. And that's the beauty about events. You know, not watching it and just imagining it. It doesn't matter what whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're unemployed right now, go to Eventbrite, get your ticket, come and see, be in that environment, because this journey is for everybody. And that's what I love about our community. It's about a community of people coming together, and it can help you. So don't sit down and think, yeah. Come out and actually
bring someone.
Bring someone as well.
Bring someone, exactly. Bring someone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can sit down here the whole night and we will tell you loads of amazing things. We don't want to give it all away. We do not want to give it all away. We want you there at the event, live. Live and direct. We want you there live and direct. We want to see you. And if you're already in the business and you're here in the even if you're not in London, please get your ticket. The ticket selling really, really fast. You don't want to leave it till the last minute. So please go to Eventbrite, whoever you're sharing, wherever you're watching this from, their platform, or whoever has invited meeting, tell that person, please, can I have the Eventbrite link? I want to get the ticket. And can I say this? They said love is what? Is caring, is what? Sharing. So if you know someone that will actually benefit from this, you might say to yourself, I don't need it. You know, just like Olivia said, I'm that career person, I'm too busy, I don't have time for this. But you know somebody that really, really needs to hear this. You know, someone, we have the agenda. I was looking at the agenda and I'm like, oh my God, I have got all of this. Yeah. And we have the whole day. There are lots of fun. There are lots of activities. There's so many things that is lined up on that we are lining up for that day. Please do not miss it. Don't miss it. You know what? Don't be like me. You know why I'm saying don't be like me? Because when I saw the last event, and I don't start, Matilda.
To miss big time.
Don't you start.
It's one of the best.
The two of you.
You need 2 hours. This.
You know, I was looking at pictures and I was like, there's somebody missing in there. I should be. So please don't be like me. That when you start seeing all the pictures, when you start hearing all the stories and you're wondering, I should have been there. And can I say this? We've got people coming from Netherlands. We've got people coming from other European countries who are coming for this. Ireland who are coming for this event. And if you live in London, if you live in London, UK, no excuse. And I'm saying London because people in London don't have excuse. Yeah, somebody outside London can say, "Oh, train." Yeah, they don't have excuse. You don't have excuse either. They don't have excuse either. Please get a ticket. You've got enough time to plan ahead and save for that day to be there. Come, we're not just. I think I don't want to let it out of the bag. There's gonna be lots of fun and activities. I'm not gonna let it out of the bag. See, they're begging me not to.
Don't let anything out. No.
But I'm not gonna say.
Don't let anything out. Let them be curious and come. Trust me. If you come, regret.
Can we send them the ticket link in the chat?
Can someone put it in the chat because I can't because I'm actually doing something. I won't be able to put it in the chat. So can someone
Matilda, can you please?
I need to join with this phone then. Yeah,
yeah, we'll put the link.
We'll put the link. Guys, please don't miss it. Be there.
Yo, it's gonna be exciting.
You might say to yourself, I'm not in the UK, but I've got a sister, I've got a brother, I've got a friend that can fit from it. For that person.
Can I just say,
okay,
a quick one. I know you're looking at the. Auntie Matt, move your head a bit, please. Move your head down. No, move your head down so they can see the picture.
They can see.
You can see the pictures behind that. That is just.
Where is Uche? Where is Uche?
No, fine. They can see at home. Matilda is fine. Thank you. You can sit back now. But let me tell you something. This is both my Auntie Matt. You can sit back now. Thank you.
Are you guys talking to me?
Yes, Uche.
Okay. We can tell you this that it's both.
Where are you? You're missing in the action. You're missing.
What did you say?
Where's your picture?
The background.
We have that male.
Yeah. So and female. If you have a daughter or a son who's 18, you want to bring them to this event. You know why? Because it's good for your next generation to get a degree, get qualification. That is like the basic, you know, the nation for a good start. When we teach them to have the entrepreneur mindset, that child will never be broke. That child will never come to benefit system. That will grow up to become an entrepreneur who has diverse streams of income, whereby poverty will become history in your generation. So bring your grown-up children to that event. So far, they are above. I think the youngest PMD was 19 when she became PMD, right?
Yeah.
You know, business. And she bought a house for her parents. Might not be able to get there to the top. So for the young generations, they look high. And they can bring things into your business, into their business. And they can get to the top. So don't just husband. Don't just bring your husband. Bring every child above 18 to come and experience. Okay? And it's just, the ticket is very affordable because signed for that we lose our money. Is God knows how much we spent. But this one is beautiful venue, lots of people, lots of jollies. Let me not give it away.
No, don't give it away.
You want me not to give it away?
No, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Don't give it away.
All I can say is that if you're not there and you miss out on the goodies,
move away. Let's see your background.
If you're not there and you miss out on thoughts, seriously.
Uche, can you please move away from your background? Let's see. We want to see the background, your Zoom background. Yeah, guys, look at it there. You've got men there, so it's not just women. Okay, thank you, Uche.
And that's really making me laugh. This is so the time we go to these meetings and we only see the top leaders talk. So and the combination is amazing because we have the outcome joining this, making it spicy. Those others you've not heard before, they are coming up your same level, coming up and sharing what they've been going. and you don't want to miss it, honestly.
Okay, guys. Yes. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Sorry.
Do not give it away.
Yeah, you gotta buy the ticket.
Yeah, just get the ticket. You want to be there. They said curiosity kills the bird. You want to kill the bird with your curiosity? Come there on that day. The cat.
I don't know.
The cat. What have I done?
I'm creating my own English. You're creating
I'm
your own
creating my
parables.
own English too. Matilda created her own English. It's my own English. Yeah.
All right.
And you know what?
So,
Some people may have an incentive. Someone got an incentive. Each of you got an incentive that you want to give out to people and
we've
stuff
got
like that.
incentives as well for the different. Some of the organizers have set out it for people. So if you want to be part of it and all of that, please, we have got amazing incentives. And if you're coming there for that event, you are Matilda, link, please.
Link. Can someone put the link in?
Do you know what? Even talking about this incentive, I think there's a lot of things, you know, I know we've all talked about. Something just occurred to me now. You know, we have this incentive from Juice Plus for bootcamp and leadership events. Sometime is it in August or September? September. October is one of them. Right. So I'm also thinking, you know, as you're bringing people,
send the link. The link is there, guys.
As you're bringing people to this event as well, you're earning yourself points, like that, just like that, earning yourself points towards the leadership event. Because for every person that you put into the business, it's 3 points, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And now think about these people coming into this event and getting off, and they go for their first promotion. That's 5 points. That's 8 points on one person. So many come to this event. So that's what I'm saying. I'm actually thinking about people who are not just coming for themselves, but you're also bringing someone along. At least bring one person. I know some of us have got 5 people already. Some of us here have got like 5 people already. But I'm saying just
people already.
Bring just one person. Bring one person to this event. It might just be that person that might change your business, isn't it?
Absolutely. So, guys, we're going to have to round this up. Probably we'll come back sometime next week again, where we would have Constance in, and we're going to talk more and give you ideas or put together what events. We've just given you one example of what events has done for us. So there are many more. All I'm going to say to us, if you have not bought the ticket, Gift has put the link in the chat there. Or if you're watching from anyone's social media platform and you want the link, please reach out to that person and say, can you please share the link for this event that these ladies are telling you to be there. We don't want you to miss out. It's changed our life. If it hasn't done nothing, we will not be here talking about it. But it has done a lot in our lives, and not just our life, and who have come into this business through us, their own lives has also been changed. And we want your life to be changed. Stop watching. Take action. And I always say in my video, they say knowledge is power. But guys, not just power. It is a potential power. When you take action and you use it. Since you want to be knowledgeable, you want to be powerful, please, whatever you've heard here, whenever you're watching this from someone else's social media platform, so that knowledge can be for you. Thank you all so much for watching. Good night, everyone. Good night, media. Good night. Take care and God bless.
Bye.
Good night.
Thanks, ladies. Uche is gone already. All right, ladies. Thank you. Please, just like we've said, you and you want to be there for that, the link is there. Click on the link there. Get your tickets. The tickets are selling really, really. Yeah, and I want to say thank you to these amazing ladies. Yeah, for doing this with me tonight. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Get your tickets. Get your